First of all, it's great to see everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you all for coming. It's great to see you. Breasts. I was sure I was the only animal on the planet that was so anxious about getting them. But I was 12 years old. The most popular girl in my class had gigantic ones, and she stuffed them into fuzzy pink sweaters. Carol was really good looking. She had blonde hair and blue eyes, but no boy ever looked at her above her neck. I was really skinny, but I thought boys would like me because I was funny and nice. No, that's not junior high. Carol was also mean, but still everyone wanted to be with her, and I was sure it was because of the jiggly parts in her sweater. One day at lunch, I had just told a joke, and all of my friends were laughing, and Carol was jealous. So she came up to me and pointed at me and said, "You have BO, and why are you hiding 2 mosquito bites in your shirt?" Like, oh, so rude. Well, I knew the BO comment was ridiculous. It was only Wednesday. I had used my 5-day deodorant pad on Monday. I had 2 more grace days. Now, the comment about the mosquito bites was right on. I was in 7th grade and was so flat-chested, I still wore a child-size undershirt. I had begged my mother to buy me a bra, and she told me 2 things. First, she would buy me a bra when I had something to put in it. And second, I should pray to St. Jude, who is the patron saint of lost causes. Mom. Well, I did feel like a lost cause, but I was way too embarrassed to pray to a man and ask him for big breasts. Oh, school. But I kept asking my mother for a bra, but one day, something incredible happened and I stopped asking her. It was a Saturday, and I went, she asked me to take some old clothes in the basement and put them in the bag for the Salvation Army donation. I opened the bag, and there was something I didn't recognize. And I held up this garment, and it was my mother's big old lady's bra. It was gigantic, and I was so excited. Hallelujah! My mosquito bite problem was answered. So I snuck it in my shirt, and I took it to the bathroom, and I tried it on, and it was magnificent. I looked so different. I tried to look down at my shoes, but I was so happy I couldn't see them because the 2 gigantic mountains of foam rubber had totally blocked my view. It was really loose and jiggly. I figured I had to stuff it with something, so I was going to use tissue. Then I realized my mother would notice if an entire box of Kleenex was missing. Oh, it was exciting. I looked so different, but I knew school on Monday was going to be totally changed. I was so excited. I got dressed in my purple plaid skirt, my white blouse, and my biggest fuzzy mohair sweater that was usually down pretty low, but with the stolen bra on, it came up pretty high. And I looked at myself in the mirror and I thought, Marilyn Monroe, I looked great. I really wanted the boys to notice me, but I was nervous that the girls would make fun of me. So all day long, I carried my books in front of me and I slouched. I was so nervous, but I made it through most of the day. The last class was science, where we were studying magnifying lenses. I was relieved. We finished the class. I could grab my coat and run home. As I'm walking down the hall to my locker, I see my locker partner there with a combination lock, and she didn't see me coming up behind her. She flung the locker door open, and it smacked me in the chest. She was so surprised, and she apologized a million times, and I said, I didn't feel a thing. And then she looked at my sweater, and she said, remember how in science class we were studying magnifying glasses? One is convex, the other is concave. I was puzzled till I looked at my sweater. Sure enough, the locker door had totally dented in one of my gigantic breasts. What could I do? I put my finger on my blouse and popped it out. Trying to have giant breasts when you're 12 years old is very stressful. Eventually, my mother did buy me a bra, but I didn't look like Marilyn Monroe. I gained a little weight, and a couple years later, finally, my training bra did its job. I was able to finally have the right stuff inside of stuffing my blouse.